Today we're starting in mountain pose. Take some deep breaths in and out. Let's bring your right hand over to your left ear. Pull your head down slightly towards the right and nod forwards and backwards. Back to center, we'll switch sides. Back to center, back to mountain pose. Deep inhale, arms come up. Exhale, lean over to the right. Back to center, another deep inhale, extend. Exhale, lean towards the left. Back to center. Another deep inhale, extend. Exhale, lean back. Back to center. Deep inhale, extend. Exhale, forward fold. Bend one knee and bend the other, focusing on one leg at a time. Let's straighten both legs and forward fold a little deeper. Step back into plank and lower to tabletop. Moving on to cat and cow. Inhaling cow. Exhaling cat. Follow your own breath. Back to tabletop. Let's come up onto our knees. Grab for your right heel. Hips stay forward. Left arm comes up and overhead into half camel pose. Flow into the other side. Back to center. Hips stay forward. Go ahead and lean back. Releasing, grabbing both heels into full camel. From here, we're going to sink our hips and come to seated. Extend out that right leg. Left foot should be right next to your left hip. Flex that right foot. Deep inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Back up to seated. Let's bring that right ankle on top of your left hip. Work that right knee down. Deep inhale, arms up. Exhale, left hand goes on the outside of that right knee, twisting towards the right. Look over your right shoulder. Back to center. Straighten out both legs in front of you, shake them out. And when you're ready, pull that right leg back. Deep inhale, arms go up. Exhale, forward fold. And back up. Bring that left ankle onto your right hip. Work the knees down. Deep inhale, arms up. Exhale, right hand goes on the outside of that left knee, twisting over towards the left. Back towards center. Lengthen both legs out in front of you. Shake them out. Hands are right by your hips. You're going to push down towards the ground, straightening up your back. Deep inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your back. Look forward. Exhale, lower one more time. And back up. Good. Let's bring your feet to meet in the center. Work the knees out towards the side. Inhale, lengthen your back. Exhale, lower. Deep inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower one more time. And back up. Let's go into our double pigeon pose. We'll shake out our legs in between. Bring the left leg underneath, forming half a triangle. Right leg goes on top. Make sure you stack ankles and knees. Flex both feet. Deep inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. And back up. Deep inhale, arms up once again. Hands come to heart center. Bring that right elbow to your right foot. Inhale, lengthen your back. Exhale, twist. Back to center. Lengthen your legs out in front of you. Shake them out. Let's do double pigeon on the other side. So the right leg would be underneath this time. Left leg on top. Flex both feet. Deep inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Back up. Another deep inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Bring that left elbow to the inside of your left foot. Inhale, lengthen your back. Exhale, twist. Back to center. Legs out in front of you, shake them out. Good, let's bend the right knee. Left arm goes around the knee, hug it into your chest. Deep inhale, lengthen your back. Exhale, twist. Looking over that right shoulder. Back to center. Let's switch sides. Bend the left leg. Right arm goes around the knee, hug it into your chest. Twisting over towards the left. And back to center. Shake your legs out. We're going to go to lotus pose. Work your knees down. Shoulders pulled back. Deep breaths. And from here, see if you can walk your arms out in front of you, forward folding over your lotus. Come back up. You're going to lift your hips up, walk your arms out, and sink your hips towards the front. Shoulders are pulled back, gaze forward. And from here, release your lotus into an up dog. Pull those hips back, tuck your toes, down dog. Walk it out in down dog. Inhale, right leg comes up. Bring that leg across your body for pigeon. Make sure you're flexing that front foot. Square up your hips. Deep inhale, lengthen your back. Exhale, lower. Keep your left arm on the ground. Swing your right arm up. Look up towards that right hand. And back down. Let's come up. Deep inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower one more time. And back up. Pull that right leg back. Do some hip circles. Back to down dog. Inhale, left leg comes up. Bring it across your body for pigeon. Flex that front foot. Square up your hips. Deep inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower. Right arm stays on the ground. Swing your left arm up. Look up towards that left hand. And back down. Let's lengthen our backs. Deep inhale. On your exhale, go ahead and lower one more time. And back up. Pull your hips up. Left leg goes back. Do some hip circles. Back to down dog. Deep breaths in down dog. Inhale, right leg comes up. Bring that foot on the outside of your right hand. Back knee comes to the ground, sinking into lizard. Rock your hips side to side. Let's come up onto our hands. Flex that right foot. Right hand goes on the inside of the knee. Go ahead and push that towards the side. Back to center. Keeping your hips pulled towards the front. Bend that back leg. Right arm goes behind you. Grab for your ankle. And go ahead and pull it down towards your hips. Release. Pull your hips back. Straighten up that front leg. Deep inhale, lengthen your back. Exhale, lower. Deep inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower one more time. And back up. Just go ahead and push that leg out. Coming into the splits. Square up your hips. Deep inhale, lengthen your back. You can rock side to side. Let's bring that left hand on the outside of your right thigh. Right arm goes back, grabbing for the back leg. Twisting over towards your right, looking over your right shoulder. Remember to inhale, lengthen your back. Exhale, twist. Back to center. Slowly walk your arms forward, folding over that right leg. And back up. Bend that back leg behind you. Left arm goes behind, grab for your ankle and pull that leg down towards your hips. Release. Good. Let's pull that right leg back. Do some hip circles. And walk it out in down dog. Inhale, left leg comes up. Bring that foot on the outside of your left hand. Sinking into lizard. You can rock your hips side to side. Let's come up into our hands. Flex that left foot. Left hand goes on the inside of the knee. Go ahead and push the knee out towards the side. Pull your knee back in. Bend that back leg. Left arm goes behind you. Grab for your ankle. Go ahead and pull your foot in towards your hips. And release. Let's pull your hips back. Straighten out that left leg. Flex that foot. Deep inhale, lengthen your back. Look forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthen, look forward. Exhale, lower one more time. And back up. Let's push that leg out. Coming into the splits. Lengthen your back. Rock your hips side to side. Right hand goes on the outside of your left thigh. Left arm goes behind you, grabbing for the leg behind you. Deep inhale, lengthen your back. Exhale, twist. Look over the left shoulder. Remember to inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Back to center. Let's walk your arms out in front of you, folding forward over that leg. And back up. Bend that leg behind you. Right arm goes behind you. Grab for the ankle. Pull that foot down towards your hips. And release. Let's pull that left leg back. Do some hip circles. Walk it out in down dog. Just walk your feet up to meet your hands in the forward fold. If you'd like, go ahead and grab your calves. Deep inhale, lengthen your back, look forward. Exhale, lower. Pull your chest in towards your legs. Relax your neck. Rock it side to side. Let's roll up to standing. Back into mountain pose. Good. We're going to bring your right ankle up onto your left hip. Pull your knees down. Deep inhale, arms up. And exhale, forward fold. Go ahead and bend that straight leg. Coming into seated. Arms come up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Hands come back down. Go ahead and push your hips back up. And roll to standing. Good. Release. Shake your legs out. We'll do the other side. Left ankle comes onto your right hip. Work the knees down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Go ahead and bend that right leg, coming into seated. And when you're ready, inhale, arms up. And hands come to heart center. Hands come back down. Lift your hips back up into another forward fold. And come to standing. Release. Shake your legs out. Good. Let's bring your right knee to your chest. Do some ankle circles. Go the opposite direction. Left hand comes to your left hip. Hook that right toe. Straighten up the leg. On your exhale, go ahead and pull that leg in a little closer to you. Bring your legs out to the side. Back to center. Release and hold. Bend at the knee. Bring that ankle across your left thigh. Go ahead and sit down to chair pose. Arms come up. And back to standing. Release. Shake your legs out. Let's bring your left knee to your chest. Ankle circles. Go the opposite direction. Right hand on your hip. Hook that left toe. Straighten up the leg and pull. Just bring it out to the side. Back to center. Release and hold. Bend the knee. Bring it across your right thigh. Go ahead and sit down to chair pose. Arms come up. And back to standing. Shake your legs out. Good. Let's go to the front of your mats once again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. From here, we're going to go into our crow pose. So go ahead and bend your knees. Work it up into your arms. Lean forward and lift. Take a couple of deep breaths here. And when you're ready, we're going to kick back into chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Deep breaths in down dog. Inhale, right leg comes up. Bring that foot in between your hands. Coming up into warrior two. Right hand comes to the ground on the inside of that right foot. Left arm comes up and overhead, reaching. Back up to warrior two. Straighten up that front knee. Reach and lower. Look up towards that left hand. Back up. Bend that front knee. Reach for a spot in front of you, coming up into half moon pose. Look up towards that left hand. Let's grab our ankles behind us, rising up into dancer. Slowly lower back down. Release, coming back to warrior two. Windmill your arms. Right leg goes back, bend at the knee, and flip your dog into wild thing pose. Back to down dog. Deep breaths in down dog. Inhale, left leg comes up. Bring that foot in between your hands. Warrior two. Left hand comes on the ground. Right arm comes up and overhead. Back to center. Straighten up that front knee. Reach and lower. Look up towards that right hand. And back up. Bend that front knee. Going into half moon pose. Look up towards the right hand. Grab your ankle and lift into dancer. Hands come back down. Release and lower back to warrior two. Windmill your arms. Left leg goes back. Bend at the knee and flip your dog. Wild thing pose. Back to down dog. Deep breaths in down dog. Rock your hips side to side. And after a couple of breaths here, you can drop down into dolphin. You can lift that right leg up and hold. Back down. And other side. And back down. Good. Deep breaths in dolphin. Rock those hips. And back to down dog. Inhale, right leg comes up. Bring that foot in between your hands. High lunge. Hands at heart center. Warrior 3. Bring that left hand down on the ground. Swing your right arm up. Look up towards that right hand. And if you'd like, go ahead and grab that ankle behind you and hold. Release. Lower that leg back down. Right leg goes back. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Deep breaths. Inhale, left leg comes up. Bring that foot in between your hands. High lunge. Hands come to heart center. Warrior 3. Right hand comes to the ground. Left arm swings up. Look up towards that left hand. And if you want, go ahead and grab your ankle behind you and hold. Release and lower. Left leg goes back. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Deep breaths in down dog. Let's come into plank. Go to plank on your right side. Left arm comes up. Left leg comes up into tree. Go ahead and hook that left toe. Straighten up the leg and hold. Release back to tree. Come to the front. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Back to plank and on your left side. Right leg comes up into tree. If you want, go ahead and hook that right toe. Straighten up the leg and hold. Release back into tree. Back to the front. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Good. Deep breaths in down dog. Lower to tabletop. From here, keeping your hips up, go ahead and walk your arms out and sink your chest into puppy pose. Back up to tabletop. Deep inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale, thread it through. Bring your hands, shoulder and ears to the ground. And use that left hand to push yourself over that right shoulder. If you want a deeper twist, you can go ahead and bring that left arm up, reaching as far back as you can. Back to tabletop. Deep inhale, left arm comes up. Exhale, thread it through. Use the right hand to push over the left shoulder. And if you want a deeper twist, go ahead and bring that right arm up, reaching back. Back to tabletop. Good. Let's reach out your right arm and left leg. Grab your ankle behind you, lift and pull. Release, back to tabletop. Left arm, right leg. Grab your ankles, lift and pull. Back to tabletop. Go ahead and sink your hips back, walk your arms out into child's pose. From here, you're going to shift your weight to the front, interlace your fingers, going into your headstand. So you're going to bring the crown of your head to the center of your palms. Lift your hips up, walk your feet in until your hips stack, and try to pike all the way up into your headstand. Hold. Just going to bend the knees out towards the side, feet together. Hold. Strain your legs back out. Pulling your hips back, slowly lower with control. Try to keep your legs straight. Lower your knees and back to child's pose. Deep inhale, lengthen your back. Exhale, walk your hands over to the right. Back to center. Another deep inhale, lengthen. And over to the left. Back to center. This concludes our practice for today. Namaste.